Welcome, Pelvic Pros, to the Toilet Body Scan with Jane. I'm Jane, and I'm a pelvic health physiotherapist from Toronto, Canada. Now, normally I don't recommend bringing a phone into the bathroom, but for the purposes of our guided meditation on the toilet, today is one exception. So I'd like you to place your phone somewhere safe in the washroom. And if you've ever dropped your phone in a toilet bowl in a public washroom like I have, please comment below. I'd love to know your story, and I'd love to know that I'm not the only clumsy one. Now let's begin. I invite you to head over to your washroom if you haven't already. Pull out your squatty potty if you have one, and if not, I highly recommend that you bring in 2 shoe boxes or 2 short footstools and place them on either side of the toilet, because ideally you will want your knees slightly above your hips while participating in this body scan. Now I'd like you to get into a comfortable seated position. Closing your eyes or creating a softer gaze. We're going to start with our breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your out breath, I challenge you to think about breathing out through a very fine straw. Think about breathing out through those stirring sticks, coffee, straw, majigs, and elongate that breath out. Breath in, 1, 2, 3. Slow breath out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to notice the position that you are in. Are you slightly leaning forwards, resting your elbows on your knees? Are you sitting nice and tall, or are you leaning backwards? Is there a typical position that you have when you are going to the washroom? Now, as you breathe in and out, I challenge you to start giving space, giving length to the pelvic floor. We know that our pelvic floor muscle and our diaphragm muscle work in tandem. As the diaphragm goes down on an in-breath, the pelvic floor lengthens as well, just like a piston. Diaphragm goes down, pelvic floor goes down. Diaphragm rises up towards our head, pelvic floor recoils a little bit closer to our navel. I want you to visualize that length that's created on your in-breath. And see if you can relax your pelvic floor muscles even on the out-breath, knowing very well that there may be a slight recoil, but don't gather any tension in the pelvic floor on either the in or out breath. Are you noticing that you're holding tension in your pelvic floor as you sit there on the toilet? Is there a better position you could be in that would help offload that tension? As I've mentioned before, some of you may naturally be in that position where your elbows are resting on your thighs. Some of you naturally sit up straight, and some will naturally lean back. If you're finding it difficult to let go of that pelvic floor, your pelvic floor tension, try to lean in a different position where you were originally and see how that changes the tension of your pelvic floor. Do you notice any external muscles also turn on? The glutes, the inner thighs. Are you able to let them go as well? Breath in, 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Breath out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that we've talked specifically about the pelvic floor, let's do a very, very quick scan, top to bottom, and see if there's any residual tension in that pelvis hip region. Starting at the head, we're going to soften our gaze, soften the muscles around our eyes, all the muscles of facial expression, and let go of any tension in the tongue. As it travels down, we're going to let go of tension in the neck. Let the shoulders feel heavy. Let go of any tension below the navel. You should feel 100% supported by the sitting position that you're in and supported by your feet on that squatty potty, on those shoe boxes. Letting go of any tension all the way down to the baby toes. And when you're ready, slowly come back to your current surroundings. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes, pump those ankles. Did you find this body scan helpful for helping pass stool, for example? Or did you find yourself having a faster flow of urine? You may take certain concepts from this body scan every time you go to the washroom. Noticing and being mindful in the washroom is incredibly important to controlling and coordinating the muscles responsible for a better bowel movement, better evacuation, or better stream of urine. So I challenge you, pelvic pros, to remember 1 or 2 concepts from this body scan and apply it routinely into that toilet routine that you have. If you like this series, we invite you to continue your journey with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Body Scan with Jane. There will be 1 new body scan added weekly with a unique theme. We hope you enjoyed today's body scan. Have a wonderful day.